Brenda, may we please have roll call?
Sure. Counselor Andrews.
Present.
Counselor Catalani.
Here.
Counselor Flegel.
Here.
Counselor Corroli.
Here.
Counselor Rydell.
Here.
Counselor Touche.
Here.
Counselor Shear.
Here.
Mayor Miller is absent. We have a quorum.
Okay. Just a reminder to please silence all cellular devices during the meeting. Thank you. And council members, if you haven't already, please turn on your microphones. We have no special visitors, which takes us to public comment period number 1. Please step to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and try to limit your comments to 5 minutes. Anybody?
Hi, I'm William Rydell, and I'm here for Boy Scouts for a merit badge requirement.
Okay. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else for public comment? No? Okay. Closing public comment, period number 1. Moving on to the consent calendar. Approve the minutes of the July 22nd, 2025 Borough Council meeting.
Motion. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, that takes us to action and discussion items. Discussion on the e-bike regulation. You're up.
I'm up. All right, since we had a few complaints at the last meeting, I've heard it in town, plus I've seen it firsthand. That's why I asked if we could check in about the regulations on e-bikes, and I'd like to thank Chief for getting us the information on the regulations on pedal bikes, e-bikes, scooters. Like, I didn't even know electric scooters you couldn't drive in the street. So I think we need to do something about it, because I seem to get in this week, I've known, I can never remember your name. Butch, he saw it again this week. People just flying through town, burning stop signs. And we've had the bicycle regulation, and I think we need to add this part into it so we can at least keep track of them.
So does it, and forgive me, but you know, when we get the solicitor's comments, sometimes you have to read it like 4 or 5 times to understand, because it's all legal, and it's like, just say yes or no, or, but it would not fall under one of these 3 definitions? I didn't see what you had about the 1,500 cc's and stuff. I realized was not in one of these definitions, but.
Yes, I think the max allowable for a e-bike is 750 watts. That's the max.
Right.
If you go to 15, like I've seen at Walmart, they're 1,500 watts.
Okay, so that's the issue that we're having with those. Okay, okay. So can we just add a definition to our regulation already in the vehicle code? Is that,
It's not our vehicle code. What are you referring to?
so, okay. So it does not fit under the current vehicle code, correct? The e-bike, the 1,500 cc.
We're good all the way around on bikes. If a bike violates
that's
something,
my
we can
question.
write a ticket. If an e-bike does something, we can write tickets. We're good all the way on
Right.
dealing with bikes.
Okay,
Whether it's a pedal bike or it's an
It's
e-bike.
just a matter if you want them to register or not. But I can tell you this, that ordinance hasn't been enforced in over 25 years. Because I asked all the officers that have been here, and they said they've never enforced it. It's only ever been recommended, because it really only does anything if somebody steals a bike. That's it. Because in a way, you're kind of asking us to do traffic stops on kids on bikes, is really what you're kind of asking me to do. If that's what you want, we can stop kids on bikes as traffic stops, but that's what you're doing. So.
So you're saying if a 12-year-old blows a stop sign on the way to school in the morning, you could actually stop them and give them a ticket?
Well, we can stop them now and give them a ticket. You're supposed to follow the rules of the road. So you can do that without the registration. That's what I'm saying, like, if we have all the tools that we need to enforce vehicles and bikes and everything. Sticker on a bike to do the registration.
I don't know that the registration is necessarily needed. I think we should start with the enforcing, at least with the e-bikes, because I've also seen them.
But here's the challenge, I'm gonna challenge everybody the same when I got here when we had
Yeah.
the fireworks problem. Everybody
Right,
came
I know,
here
I
and
know.
complained about the fireworks. But when I asked, why did you call when it happened? Well, I didn't wanna bother you. Like, that's why you pay taxes for us to address issues when they come up. We can deal with things better when it's happening right then and there, not 2-3 weeks later.
Okay, so here's a question for you. I was heading south on Forge, coming to the intersection at Arch 2 nights ago. And I had a bike fly right in front of me.
Kid or an adult?
It was 20, 30-something-year-old man.
Most of our issues are I'll tell you this too, we only have 3 incidents with e-bikes. One of them, the guy was riding his e-bike and somebody wasn't paying attention and hit him. That was one incident. One incident was a guy who was very drunk on his e-bike and had an accident. He's going to get charged. The only other e-bike incident was a kid stole an e-bike and then hit a car. So he has some other issues of his own now. So that's it. That's the only things we have on e-bikes.
As fast as he went through that stop sign and blew that stop sign, it was as if he didn't even know the stop sign was there. Had I been 4 seconds sooner, I'd have gone right through him.
But if people,
So I didn't call because he was going that fast. By the time I would have called and gotten a hold of somebody, I don't know where he would have been.
but that's okay because you're gonna tell us at least the color of the bike and where you were.
I didn't even see the color of the bike.
As long as
It stunned me so badly that I almost took out a bike and a man.
But picture it like this, so you called that today, and then tomorrow, it's right around the same time, Jim calls, then somebody else calls. Okay, well, that's 3 days in a row at 6 o'clock, this guy comes through.
And I'm not arguing with you, I'm just asking because I didn't call because I thought, I don't know where he's gonna end up by the time I get a hold of somebody. And honestly, I was, like I said, I was too shook up and too stunned.
Gives us an area to
Okay.
focus on.
Okay,
That's what I'm more concerned with, like,
Okay.
whether you, like, if you could say it was an adult, it was a kid, what kind of bike, that's great, but if we keep seeing like the same, like, little spots where it
Okay.
keeps hitting, okay, well, now we're gonna say, do me a favor, between 6, just to say it's 5 and 6, do me a favor, between 5 and 6, let's go drive around over here a little bit more, cause you're having issues here.
okay,
It was kinda like the fireworks, like, we had certain areas where people were shooting, so when people kept calling, okay, guys, we need to go to this area and address it, and you saw what happened to the fireworks once we started going there. The first year, we gave warnings, the second year, we gave out tickets, and now we don't get any fireworks except on the 4th of July, really. You probably have the same thing with the bikes, if people start calling us, and, you know what I mean, because then we can start going from all of Palmyra to a little spot of Palmyra, and then we can start addressing it.
okay.
I'm not interested in a 12-year-old kid on a pedal bike getting a ticket.
Right.
I think that's, can it,
You'd be better off letting people call us and let us handle it appropriately.
okay,
Let us use officer discretion and figure out what we need to do, because that's probably a better way to do it.
okay. If somebody would by some chance get a picture or a video of this, can that be used? Given, okay.
So that's good, yeah.
Okay.
I like videos.
I don't want somebody to get hurt, either the driver of the bike or a pedestrian or somebody else, but I agree. We can't have people racing all over town on these things.
No.
What you would do better, like I said, tell people to call. Like I said,
Yeah.
now we go from all of Palmyra, now we start shrinking it. Now if it's, whatever, say it's at 300-400 blocks of North Railroad Street, okay, now we're gonna go there and focus there. It's over at Wise, okay, now we go over that. You see where I'm going with this, like wherever the
right.
pockets are, we can adjust to go to the pocket and take care of that problem. With people, that, like I said, I have 3 calls for e-bikes for the whole year. So if you're seeing things, have people call us, so we can address it.
Grant and Broad.
Grand Road, I can live with that.
I'll let you know if I see any more at Forge and Arch.
Everybody, call.
That shook me up, I'll tell you, that
like
was
it
too
when we
close.
have records of stuff that we did and where things are, because it makes life easier.
Okay. All right, next up, sidewalk issue at 616 East Main Street, owned by Click Lewis.
So they put the second
So you
line
got the
up.
second line there.
I saw the second line. You guys saw the satellite pictures I
Thank you for
sent
doing
in.
that.
There's, and I think Roger is right. There looked like there was a time that there was sidewalk there, but you really can't make it out on the older satellite imaging
Yeah,
So-
yeah, it's amazing how much that has,
from 1990
Yeah.
to now.
yeah.
So, yeah, so there was something there, and even if you ride bike there, I mean, you're really still on the street there. You know, the whole purpose of, you know, why I brought it up is just, you know, safe conditions for anybody that wants to walk that way. And also there was a sidewalk there, and so why did all of a sudden it disappear type of thing. So it would be nice if, you know, those cars are still lining up right on that line. It would be nice if there could be something where they're not as close. Because my worry is that over time, it's gonna happen again. And if they move even a little bit closer, that doesn't make much room for someone to walk or even ride a bike there. So that's the only worry. So if you don't wanna put a sidewalk up, at least I think look at maybe the cars, you can say something to them like, you know, do not park right on that line there. That way people can walk and kind of be a little safer. Because the closer they park, it gives a smaller area for people to walk by.
I'm not sure we can tell somebody how to park on their own property.
But if
You know what I mean?
But if it goes onto the sidewalk, then, I mean,
Well, then, yes.
and they already
But-
took away the sidewalk, so we could kind of make
Well,
a compromise.
I don't know,
with
you
that.
went back to 92 or
90.
90? And you can't tell on the 90 photos if there was a sidewalk there or not.
There was one, it was actually 89. It looked like you were looking at pixels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
yeah,
But it's very hard to tell that early, but when you come out, you notice, you could see the faint mark of a curb, but that was black, and it just,
So there was a sidewalk there. I mean, I've been here for a long
I
time.
get- yeah, I know you said that.
Lisa's had one that went straight across over to that area. I don't know the years, but there was
even
one.
that far back, it was there. Lisa's was there in the 90s.
oh, Lisa's, yeah,
Their
for sure,
sidewalk is where it's at now in the 90s, in that satellite imaging.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, because when I moved to town in 85, 6, that was still Turkey Hill, and then it closed, and then it, yeah.
So that's my only thing is that how the cars are parked and how it's on the line there, and how I would like to make sure that, you know, like I mentioned, if you all don't want to put a sidewalk there, at least how can we make it safe for people to feel like they can walk that way, instead of, you know, not being able to if they would want to, type deal.
If you see the vehicles encroaching on that sidewalk area,
Yeah.
go onto our website and submit a complaint, and the codes officer will let them know.
Yeah, because they do now have it lined that it would be where a sidewalk would be, even though it, you know, goes that way.
So are they allowed to then technically get rid of that whole sidewalk if they want to? Like, anyone could do that? So is that like allowed? Then, like, cause like there was something there, then also, you know.
Well, it's a paved surface, so it's, you know, it's pedestrian-friendly surface. They couldn't tear it out and just have it a dirt path, I don't think, but
But you don't
they're
need,
designated an area as a sidewalk.
so like anybody could, you know, their sidewalk just pave over it type thing if they wanted to.
If they paved over it, then they'd have to draw lines, because you can't, you have to see the sidewalk. You have to be
Okay.
able to see it.
It has to be delineated. It's like what they did out in the front of the dealership.
Okay.
If you look at the front of the fire station, that's why the lines are on the ramp. It designates the sidewalk.
see where you're coming from, but we have no idea when the sidewalk was taken. I have no doubt if you remember it as a kid. But we don't know when or why or how it came about.
The second line does definitely make a difference.
It does. And I noticed it right away.
That was like almost immediately after the last meeting. It was done.
Exactly. I mean, like the next day.
Yeah.
Where'd you say the form is for the complaint?
What's that?
Where did you say that form is for the complaint again?
We have an online complaint submittal right on our website. Yeah,
I
so,
just wanted you to repeat it so everybody hears it.
oh, yeah, you can just go right onto the website, and then it's a code enforcement complaint,
Okay,
and then all you have to do is just list that the cars are parking over the sidewalk again, this delineated pedestrian space, so. And that'll go right to the codes officer.
And Chief, would that be considered parking on a public sidewalk? Like if an officer went by and saw a car?
And it's a sidewalk, then yeah, we could write a ticket for that too.
Yeah, you can't block a sidewalk with a vehicle.
okay. Anything else on that one? Okay. All right, that takes us to road closure request, 2025 Palmyra High School Homecoming Parade. Discussion on, and if appropriate, suggested motion to authorize the closure of the roads necessary to accommodate the annual Palmyra High School Homecoming Parade on Thursday, October 2nd, 2025, with a rain date of Monday, October 6th, 2025, from 5:30 to 6:15 p.m. for the parade route that's listed. Chief, do you have any issues with that?
So moved?
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right. East Ridge Road, Melrose Phase 1, Land Development Plan, Financial Security Reduction Request. Discussion on, and if appropriate, to approve a $65,882.30 reduction of the financial security required for the East Ridge Road, Melrose Phase 1 Land Development Plan from $259,352.57 to a new outstanding financial security balance of $193,470.27, as recommended by the Borough Engineer in a letter dated August 4th, 2025. Question. Where was it? If we are reducing this, but there are issues listed.
That amount will cover that. The amount left will cover all of the things.
But what guarantee do we have that the work's gonna be done?
That's what the bond's for.
Thank you. Okay,
There's still enough left over to take care of these issues if they are not done, that we would not have to.
I also have a concern. The week of rain that we had, it is what, 3-4 weeks ago now? That we had that week of rain that filled up that basin and then some. It is still the same level up there of muddy water. It has not reabsorbed. Now,
I actually checked it yesterday and it's bone dry. Like clay
okay,
potted in the
I have
bottom.
not been up there for a couple days, okay. All
I've-
right, then I
have
stand
been-
corrected.
I have been watching it, because
Okay,
it didn't seem
because
like
for
it
a
was
while, it was not moving, and I was like,
not
what is going
dewatering
on?
at all, and I
Okay,
said, so, but it
Okay.
is now, it's bone dry
okay, because
now.
it has been a couple days since I was up there. Okay, thank you. Thank you, because that was a concern.
So I think we're all concerned about the issues not think, we are concerned about the issues up there. Unfortunately, this, if they have abided by what their bond was for, and we have enough to fix these issues, I don't think we have a legal leg to stand on to say no
I
to
forgot
this.
about the bond. I
Yeah.
forgot about the bond.
Yeah, this is pretty much just an administrative function because they had to tell us how much it was gonna cost to build everything, and then as they build stuff, the engineer determines that, yes, it's built, and then that comes off, so it's pretty much just there's really
And
not
with
much
that
to it.
bond, can we hold that at the end if, like, I don't remember how the bond works. Can we,
Yeah, you wouldn't.
can
you
we
wouldn't-
hold that and not release it?
Yeah, you would not release the bond until it's 100%
Okay.
good.
Okay. 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 All right, so. Oh, I already read the motion, didn't I? Yes, I did already. So we have a motion on the table. Sorry.
Who has a motion?
I read the motion already, didn't I?
You're gonna make it?
No, I said we have a motion on the table because I read it.
Suggested
But,
motion.
Suggested motion.
all right.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, because I didn't catch anybody saying anything,
All
and I
right,
didn't
I
write
will make
anything
the
down.
motion.
It's been a long 2 days, Brenda.
I will make a motion, I mean, we have
Second.
no choice.
Now we have a motion on the table.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Moving on. Personnel, Public Works Department, Superintendent. Discussion on and if appropriate, suggested motion to promote Elijah J. McFarland from acting Public Works Superintendent to Public Works Superintendent effective July 21st, 2025, at a salary rate of $36.50 an hour.
I'll make a motion.
I will second.
Who seconded it? Okay.
Whoever. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. President's report. School starting in 12 days, 8 business days. So, all the kiddos out there, be careful going back to school. And grown-ups, just
Watch for them.
remember, there's gonna be kiddos back out again in school buses and all that stuff, so just keep that in mind. And that's it. Mayor's not here, so that takes us to the financial report. Financial statement as of June 30th will be available as of
Oh, yeah,
That's a little behind.
July. Didn't even
August
catch that
30th will be available at the,
July.
or yeah, as of July 30th will
first.
be available at the
Yep.
August 26th meeting. Okay.
I didn't even catch that.
And delinquent sewer and refuse account. Brenda.
Well,
A little bit of an uptick.
It is what it is.
still doing good. We actually have been working very diligently at trying to get some of those larger balances. We found out that one of our large delinquent balances is planning to refinance. So that will be coming off. And we also have one of the properties that has a large balance that's up for sale. So, we're going to be seeing a little bit of change here. So,
Okay, good.
a little bit at a time.
I have a question for you after the meeting on a rental property.
Okay.
All right. Takes us to Fire Department and EMS report. July. Citizens Fire Company Number 1 monthly report was emailed last week. Any questions on that? Any comments?
Not about the fire report, but I will bring up one thing here. And actually, this is towards Marcus. A month ago, he made a social media post on Facebook, reference to fireworks. You're not Marcus right now.
Okay.
He made a post saying, Dakota Fulmer had posted the fireworks going off in the crowd. I never pulled Fred off. Your reply back was, yeah, that was a disaster waiting to happen before they lit the fuse. Poor planning for safety. I just need you to know, I think Jane and Roger probably went to here at the time, in 2010.
Oh, yeah.
For myself, on behalf of the fire department,
Yeah.
I take great offense to your post. We actually went so far overboard
Yeah.
that we got kicked back from Borough Council, chastised basically for over planning, over questioning. We brought in our own expert. The minimum distance was 210 feet. It had to be from the fireworks. We doubled that. It's 7 fire departments here, 3 ambulances. And honestly, like, the community was like, why do all this? It's safe. You know what happened on YouTube, you can see it. If you go on YouTube, you can see myself, some other responders as well. As soon as the fireworks started exploding and the employee got hurt, us running in while the fireworks are still going off. And so I just need to know, I need you to know that there was not poor planning for safety.
No, I apologize. The stuff I read in Firehouse Magazine and stuff, when they had the article in there about that, that's what I read years ago when that had happened.
But you just need to know the truth about what happened, and I have hundreds of emails, documents. When the second fireworks up on the hill, we brought in another expert, and we still had issues up there.
Yeah, and that's what I read when they did the article in Firehouse Magazine, and, yeah.
So I just need to make sure you understand, though, that there was not poor planning for safety. Nothing more I or our fire department could have done to improve the safety of the event, other than not have it, which is what I asked for. And you don't talk under the fire commission.
Okay. Thank you. June Lifeline Monthly EMS Report. Everybody has that in front of them. Any questions on that? No? Okay. All right. Fire Services Commission meeting, Wednesday, September 10th at 6:30. All elected members of Borough Council and North Londonderry Township supervisors are invited to attend to discuss the future with all the fire department officers. That will be advertised, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Because as I was reading it, I'm thinking, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah. I double checked with the solicitor, and she said she feels the best way is to just, she goes, unless everybody will promise just to sit there and listen and not discuss anything, you don't have to advertise it.
You know
but
how that goes.
You know that's not gonna work,
Yeah.
so, yeah, it'll be advertised. That's the safest play.
Yeah. Anything to say?
What time is that?
Where? At the firehouse, in the,
So it's right after the
in the
police commission
observer.
meeting. September 10th, looks like.
So we're asking all the elected officials from the borough and township to attend. Obviously, everyone has
Oh.
representation.
at the police commission meeting.
That's what he just said, yeah, it's right.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
we'll,
I didn't hear you
we'll
say that.
It'll be right
leave
after.
from here to
Okay,
there,
yeah.
across the street. Same place, same bat
Yeah,
time.
don't even have to change your parking spot.
That's it.
Okay.
We are requesting this meeting with all the elected officials from the borough and township. Because this has been an ongoing discussion about the future. Funding volunteer fire service, not just in Palmyra, but
No, everywhere.
the country. And it's kind of reached a point where it's just become a constant circle conversation for, Roger, I've been doing this a long time, going on 12, 13, 14 years, James has been there. he's made. It could be some type of progress, whether it's something's going to occur or not going to occur, and what that looks like. But we want the opportunity, Andy and I, the fire department, to have everyone in the same room together, have an open, frank discussion. Anyone can ask obviously any question. With Andy and I being there, we can answer a full interview report up in 4 seconds to show any information anybody wants to see. But on the department side, it is frustrating when you're trying to improve, you're trying to do things. And trust me, everyone here knows, your fire department at a meeting, you put exactly what all the contributions from municipalities are, they know we're very well funded. With the incentive program, joint apparatus, that does not go unnoticed, and we're very thankful for that. However, I have said at the last fire commission meeting, I can't guarantee a fire engine is gonna get out in a prompt amount of time. You know, three minutes average right now, okay, but the other day it was 7 minutes. A couple years ago, working fire on Broad Street was 8 minutes. About a window. So, we're looking to, it's been an ongoing discussion for a very long time. And the only way to get this to move forward or to stop the conversation, decision needs made. We understand it's money, we understand it's taxpayer money. We're all taxpayers here, obviously. However, I also made a very clear to the fire commission, I'm sure it's been relayed to everyone that our borough of Londonderry needs to foot the entire bill, no. Department took a very long time to get accomplished, just working with 2 minutes. But without a conversation, without answers, really change things. You know, this is by no means a threat at any level, but every volunteer agency, I can name off 3 or 4 people, including our own, at each agency, that agency loses, it's not someone to replace them. And our department's in that same boat. If Andy, Mark Berner, myself, Travis, we have.
They all are. I hear every morning, pretty much, an ad for Ebenezer Fire Company needing volunteers on WLBR. I mean, it's rampant throughout the state and the country.
And everyone talks about, well, why? We have we use 20% or more as our marker for activity. Right? So, you know, 12 calls a month. It's not a lot. We have 1 active member that is between 22 years of service and 10 years. 12-year gap that we're not going to fill. Those individuals at the lower end, they come in, they join, they're very active members, and then they tend to move on with life. Job, work, families, kids, right? And we don't fault them for any of that. I don't fault Andy for taking time with his kids. He doesn't fault me for taking time with my children. It's just a very different dynamic. But that this conversation months ago, and that was a very good meeting. Like the opportunity, everyone in the room, and just direction.
Yeah, I think the whole purpose is just transparency. Dave and I kind of sat down the past month and updated the joint apparatus plan. So we kind of have an idea. I've been working with Roger. We're going to look at investing some of that money into some short-term CDs to try and make a little bit of money off of it. Because we know we're not in 2040, we're not going to be at our goal for replacement of the next piece of apparatus. So trying to make every dime where we can. So we just want to open that up for everybody so they can have the same knowledge that we're sharing with just the fire commission.
I'm sorry, I am paying attention, but I'm putting the meeting in my phone, in my calendar.
I think the other big point is, this year we've seen a lot of expenditures on the fire station. I mentioned last meeting that the flooring is bubbling and we're getting that replaced just after Labor Day. So that's a big expense. We're almost $20,000 into repair of the 2009 Seagrave. They end up doing a full engine rebuild on that thing before the end of the year. So that'll be another $20,000 that we're going to sink into that just to keep up with the personal and health service.
The numbers that were up
Insane.
And there's no control. There's no one to control it, there's no one to stop it. You can't buy, I did check with like, you can't buy a fire engine front under 1.2 million.
Where are we at on your, briefly, the summation of the current truck that we were planning to redo in, what is it, 27?
Yeah, so we'll form a new committee next year to get it ordered in 27 for hopefully.
So we need a committee for a fire truck next year that we develop the truck and then order the truck in 27.
That's why we're kind of doing these short-term CDs, because we know we're gonna have to have 10% down and payments throughout the bill.
Escalation clause is 20%?
Who knows?
So they're saying
It's a minimum of 8%.
you order a fire truck today for $1 million, it could be 1.2
Correct.
when it delivers.
And the,
3 years later.
right, the reason why we can start it in 26 is because the committee has to get it built, basically the engineers have to build it. You have to order it a minimum of 3 years out. It's 3 years till it arrives, and you don't know what you're gonna pay for it. Unless you're willing to pay up front and lock it in and say, hey, we'll give you 1.2 million cash. That's not lock your price in. How do you plan? Plan for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the truck is the easy side of this problem, is the easy side.
And it's not like it's something trivial like, I don't know.
Well, nothing
Like-
with
like
fire
a-
service is
Like another
trivial.
pizza shop on the corner that, okay, we could do without another pizza shop, but it's fire service. I'm not, I'm just saying,
No, I know what you mean.
or
Well,
another handy market. It's fire services. Like, you need somebody to put the fires out.
Fire
Mandated.
service, in totality, the impact of everything at a ladder break, it's over 1 year to get one ladder. We did an MOU with Lower Paxton Township to borrow a ladder,
Wow.
because they had a spare one. Get one 24-foot extension ladder, the minimum of 1 year, and shipping costs more than the ladder.
I have a stupid question. Is this just since COVID that it's gotten worse? As far as that stuff? Okay.
Well, all
All
volunteers.
the fire truck
has not-
companies,
No, I mean like the equipment, getting the equipment and the
Well, what's
wait
happened
times.
is, I think Jim tried, there used to be 12 builders, 15 builders. Now there's basically 3 frontline builders. So with less to choose from, they can kind of do what they want. Here, Seagrave and Suffolk are the two, the big 3 left. So.
and there is nobody else to go to. There's no other bid.
You can go to off-brand apparatus, but you're not, you're getting an e-bike, versus a Hummer. You're not comparing apples to apples.
You don't want to toss a Cammy in over there?
No,
Don't they? They closed up?
Saw American of France yesterday.
Fire companies, fire truck companies folded.
Yeah, so please attend if you can. We'll try to keep it as short as we can.
Down in Lebanon.
Yeah, it's transparent.
One of the companies
We
down
want to
in
relay some information to everybody. And hope you guys come up with good questions for us.
We'll be there. Thank you. All right. Okay, so September 10th, 6:30. Be there.
It's on my, I'll be
Be there. All right, Western Lebanon County Regional Police Department, Chief. You're the chief.
Nothing major. Our new officer will be on his own after this week.
Okay. Anybody have anything? No? Okay. Planning Commission. I'll let you handle that.
Okay. The Planning Commission did review the Phase 2, East Ridge Road, Melrose, granted conditional approval. It's not on the agenda tonight because there's so much for them to update that everybody felt just give them some extra time to update the plan before it's put before you guys for final approval. We'll have to do something by the next meeting because our review time period runs out. So we're either gonna be ruling on a time extension for the review, or you're actually gonna be looking at a conditional approval for the plan, so.
That'll happen at the next meeting, you said?
Yeah, so something will happen at the next meeting.
Great, next scheduled meeting for Planning Commission is Wednesday, July 20, oh, no.
Not July.
Wednesday, August 27th.
Well, we're not gonna be meeting anyway, probably,
Okay.
so, yeah, there's no other plan activity right now, so likely there won't be a meeting.
Somebody didn't copy and paste very well.
You know, he gave it to me to review, and I missed all of that, too.
Proofread
And
very well
I
either.
read this all on Sunday and missed it
Yeah,
too.
I did, so did I. Guess I was hoping it
I
was still
think it's
July.
because we can't believe it's
We can't
August.
believe it's August.
Yeah, I can't either. All right, Public Works, everybody has the superintendent's monthly report for July in front of them. Any questions or comments? Great job. Takes us to Borough Properties.
Not the only thing to report is the millings pile at our vacant lot on 40 East Front Street is finally getting down to the point where it's almost gone. So our intent is to try to, there's been some interest expressed in buying that property. So we needed to get rid of the millings first, so then we can put a public advertisement
Wait,
out
that
for
would
the
be nice.
sale.
We've only owned it for like, what, 10 years?
Yeah. So,
That's the one I bought at the sale.
yes. Yep, that was an upset
Yeah,
sale.
yeah.
Roger, I think they can use another load of the Legion.
Really?
Well, that would be nice if we could get it. sold.
It'd be nice to get rid of it, because,
Yeah.
I mean, we have no use for it.
No.
It was, you know, we bought it to, for those of you who weren't here, it was a property that was dilapidated. We bought it at tax upset sale to tear it down, so. And it's just been kind of sitting there. And there's some environmental issues that we'd have to disclose. We had there's some arsenic and things like
In
that.
the
that were
ground.
In the ground,
Yeah.
so we'll have to disclose all that. But that's all been studied and documented, so that'll just be part of the bid package, so.
Don't go over any dirt.
No, not recommended.
But that's pretty much it for the borough properties. It's been quiet, as is the cemetery.
Just gotta say it.
Gotta say it. Parks, I don't think we have anything. We had some broken swings at Memorial Park that they replaced,
Saw
so.
that on his
So that says on his report, but other than that.
And they weren't broken from vandalism, they were just broken from age.
From use, yep. Nothing noteworthy for refuse and recycling. Sewer system, we're still kind of in waiting mode from DEP for the Pump Station 3 design. So we haven't, to my knowledge, we haven't gotten much feedback so far, so still in waiting mode. Sinkholes, the 900 block of East Cherry Street, we had ARM take a look at that. They did some additional testing there, and Dr. Seaton, he thinks what the problem is there's a very high-level water volume, 15 to 20 feet below the surface. And with the rains we've been having, it's been fluctuating wildly. And some of the water, there's been so much water pressure under the ground in this flow that it's forced it above a layer of fairly decent rock, and it gets trapped there. And then when the water level drops, then all that water has to go back to where it wants to go, and it flushes out the sinkhole. And he thinks the one in the detention basin just down the street and the one on the corner of Duke is all interrelated. So he thinks we'll be able to do a standard excavation there and possibly install a pipe at that groundwater level and get the water over to the injection well. And he thinks that'll be a fairly permanent fix for that area, so.
I was waiting for the word grouting. And
Well, that's an option, but I think he's thinking he would rather get rid of the water. It'll obviously be cheaper too.
Yes.
And if it works, great. If not, then you still have the option to grout it in the future.
afterwards.
Coincidentally, I noticed a for sale sign popped up on
Yes,
the house right
the
next
house
to
next
it.
door, Fred's old in-laws place is for sale.
Yeah, it's amazing we're talking about this 900 block and we don't have Fred here to remind us that was his in-laws.
Yes, yes. And that was 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's watching.
yep. He's saying it, we just can't hear it.
Person, right now.
Everything else has been quiet on the sinkhole front. Stormwater management, really the only thing I can report there is that area in Pear Alley between Cherry and Maple and Lingle and Windsor. That's actually in an area that we're eligible for community development block grants from the county housing authority. So we're looking at possibly, when we realize that that system is not connected, Mike is working on a plan now a cost to see what it would take to connect all that stuff. And we've also had complaints about water coming off Maple Street into that area. We might be able to collect that and send it in that system as well. So we have to keep the applications below $25,000, but it sounds like we might be able to do that and maybe submit that for consideration from them. I think, it sounds like they're looking to get Paul Meyer some money because it's been so many years since we've gotten anything from them. So I think it's our turn. So that might work out. The areas that are eligible in town for it's basically our lower income areas. Basically the west end of town, south of Main Street. So basically from here to the west. And then the strip between Broad, Main, Forge, and Railroad are the two areas. So if you have any thoughts of things that can be done in those areas, it can be, simple things like sidewalk, curb repairs, anything like that. We can submit for those areas in the future. I was hoping we could actually get the basketball court done at Heritage Park since we ran into that trouble, but that area is not in one of the districts, so
On the wrong
it's not
side of Main.
eligible.
It's between Broad and, or Forge and Railroad, but it's on the wrong side
Yeah,
of
but it's on
Main.
the south side.
Yeah, that's what I said, it's on the wrong side of Maine.
Yep, so it's not in the right area of the map, so that one didn't work. But the stormwater project might work, which would be good. Street and alley maintenance, I don't know if we notified you before, but our paver is not working. It's a 1996 Molden paver. We had the outfit come, Groff Tractor in Lebanon is the authorized Molden service people in the area. They came and they sent a guy out and looked at it, and they kind of said, yeah, no. It's $10,000, $12,000, and the paver's not even worth that. So if we want to pave, we're going to have to replace it, I think. I would not recommend spending any money on that thing.
What are we looking at for a new one? Because now we have
Well-
somebody on staff that has experience in paving, and
Yes.
it might be a financial benefit to invest in a new paver if some of that can be done in-house.
Yeah, well, I've done some looking around, and obviously Elijah and Jimmy will be too, but I'm looking for like a gently used machine, not brand new. Brand new is ridiculous, so. The ones that I talked to Jack Custer about it too. He recommended a couple different ones, and used ones, just doing a quick Google search, are probably in the $60,000-$70,000 range, which sounds like a lot for a used machine, but the new machines of the same version for 2025 are like $272, and I was like, oh my gosh. So that's not an
Well,
option for us.
and it would never, I mean, over time, it would offset it if, it's just a shame not to have it if we have somebody on staff with
Right.
paving experience. we don't have to outsource that.
Right. So if we want to start paving alleys and things like that,
Yeah.
you don't want to pay contractors to do that if we
No.
can do it in-house.
Yeah. Big projects like the annual
Right.
street
Right.
replacement, that's one thing.
Yeah.
We would never
Yeah,
have
right.
the staff for that, but fixing patchwork and alleys, definitely.
Like the big hole on Walnut Street. The perfectly square cutout on East Walnut.
Yes. Well, that's.
It's like this,
Yeah, there was a water main
Yeah.
break there,
Yeah.
and I've been on them about trying to get
Yeah.
some of these finished now. I mean, summer's winding down, that stuff should be done, and it's not, so they promised us that it will be, but we'll see.
like in another 2 months.
Yeah, it's
Cold
gonna be
patch,
too, it's gonna
cold
be
patch
too
in
cold.
December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too cold, we're done.
So that's where we're at with the paver. Like I said, I can't recommend in good conscience to put any money towards that. I mean, it would be the cheaper way to go, but what the guy said is, yeah, you can fix it up, it can get running, but there's no parts left for that anymore. So if something fails, we'd have to have that part manufactured.
Oh,
And that would be an 8-month.
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy, so. So we'll get something in the budget for you for that. Traffic signals, we discussed at the start of the meeting real quick before the meeting started. Duke and Main Street signal, a Wise Markets truck hit the control cabinet and knocked the power out, knocked the meter off, and so CM High had to be here most of the weekend working on that. And it's fixed as of today. The power, Med Ed restored the power. CM High was done yesterday, Med Ed came today and re-energized it, so, and it seems to be
Yes,
working
for
good,
Med
so.
Ed.
The police were able to find out which truck hit it, so we have insurance information to get reimbursed for the cost. I haven't seen a cost of the repair yet, but I'm imagining that's not going to be pretty, so. So that, Public Works wise, that's pretty much a wrap, unless you have any other questions, but.
Roger. Back to sinkholes, up there at McIntosh, is that two more that opened up, they got snow fence around up there?
well, I don't think they opened up, but I think they might have been thinking, because there was a guy out there before the fences went up. There was a guy out there who I'm assuming was from whoever did that study.
The county
Yes,
conservation
yeah,
district
thank you,
inspects
the
it, yes.
conservation district. So I think he was out there inspecting it.
Yeah, it's
Because
wondering,
the next day, the orange fences went up, and
And then
then
there's
like
dirt
a
all
day
around it,
later,
and-
all the dirt came up, so. So I'm assuming he must have noticed something. I can't tell, it didn't look like they opened, but,
not like the last two.
right.
Could we reach out to the Conservation District and inquire?
We can, they usually give us a copy of their reports when they do it, so if this just happened, it'll probably be another week or so before we get the report, but.
Okay.
Quick question back to your light that was hit. Do we have any man-hours into that with our road crew, our fire, our police?
We have some
So you'll
because.
throw that into the.
Yeah,
claim?
we'll put that
Okay.
in for reimbursement, because we had several call-outs because CMI had a generator, but they asked our guys to keep fuel in it, so our guys had to run back and forth.
Yep.
And keep it running, so we definitely incurred some overtime there.
Yes, you did.
Solicitor's report, I don't have anything from Joselle this time. The zoning officer has been out of the office, medical reasons, so you do not have your report this week. You'll have it at the next meeting, hopefully. And the zoning hearing board met last evening. The two applications were listed. The first one for 740 West Main Street was continued until the next meeting date of September 8th because they didn't have a lot of information to provide. So they asked for a continuance to get some information in order so the board can make a decision. The second item, 633 West Walnut Street, was the situation where we had several items built without permits, and it exceeded the impervious coverage limits and things like that. So there was quite a lengthy discussion about how the numbers were derived on the borough's behalf and how the property owner derived his numbers. And basically, it worked out to the point where the board was comfortable with granting a variance on the impervious coverage. So that worked out for that. And then they dealt with the fence, and there was several neighborhood folks that came in support of the application, and they all testified that there's no issue with sight distance or any issues. It's fine the way it is, so the board agreed to allow the fence in place as well. So the only thing left for that one is they'll have to come in and finalize the permits, and they'll be in compliance. So it takes care of that one. Really, the only thing else I can report under Borough Manager's report is we have, we previously reported we're looking at different accounting software. We have a demo with Edmunds, who we use as utility billing on Thursday morning. So we'll get to see their accounting side of the house and also their codes enforcement module. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that,
And we're still looking for a zoning hearing board member?
What's that?
oh, I forgot about that, yes. Tara Betts, she's still splitting her time. Her and her husband built a house in Myrtle Beach, and they were splitting their time. But they made the decision to transfer their residency, like driver's license, car registrations, to South Carolina, so she can no longer serve. So we do need a replacement. So if anybody out there in the world is interested in serving on the zoning hearing board, please let us know, because they're always tough to find.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Communications. Everybody has in front of them the letter dated August 1st from residents of Marlborough, North Londonderry Township, and South Londonderry Township requesting construction of pickleball courts within the 3 municipalities. Thoughts, comments?
The last 2 I built, they cost on average $85,000 for the court and the court with the fencing, and I put $3,000 a year in for maintenance.
I love the idea. I understand that this sport is huge and through all generations, but I am not interested in spending taxpayer money on this. I'm sorry. We just talked about money where we might have to spend next year
Yeah.
on important things. We still have Ridge Road.
Yep.
I can't see spending taxpayer money. I would love to see it,
Yeah, so would I, but
I just
I
can't.
don't, where would you put, you'd have to acquire the land.
Memorial Park would actually be a,
That'd be a good part.
yeah, it
Good
would.
area.
it would.
I mean, it would be nice, but I can't.
If they get funded by somebody.
Yeah, I was
Go
just
for
gonna
it,
say,
yeah.
if they come up with the
Yeah.
funds.
We have space.
Yeah.
In Memorial Park for it, so if they want to raise the money,
Yeah.
Yeah, the place they
Right
get
down there in the corner by
funded,
the playground.
Yeah,
put their name on it.
Yeah, that's live by the railroad track. Yeah, that's a perfect spot for it.
I mean, we talked about one time putting skateboard park there or basketball courts and.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that we had originally
Yeah.
said about putting in Memorial Park.
I mean, that would be the best
Yeah.
place for it, but I just can't see spending taxpayer money on it.
No, that's a lot. I didn't
That's
realize it would
your
cost that
total.
much.
That's what it costs. If you built more, it would go down, but it would still go down. You know, per price per would go down.
Okay. Any other business?
Roger. The other night when we left Rainbow Snow, we went back to the alley between there and Lizardo's, that intersect that alley, that pothole is bad. I about bottomed out my Jeep.
Yeah. They've reworked it a couple times. It needs dug out, it needs base fixed, and it needs paved.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we can't pave it right now.
right.
But I'll let the guys know it's bad
I
again.
think that traditionally that section has always been
Bad.
extremely bad.
Could we do something, do we ever do anything like, what did they just do over Campbelltown? I want to say tar and feather, and I know that's not it. Oil and
chip.
chips,
Chip.
yeah.
Well, that's more of a
Tar and
sur,
feather.
yeah, that's more of a, that's more of a surface
That makes it more like
treatment.
sandpaper, so it does take off whatever's underneath the car.
Okay, never mind.
That would be something to do, like, Mike told me that some boroughs are actually doing tarring and chipping instead of microsurfacing in the boroughs, and I was like, I can't imagine that would be very popular, so.
Okay, all right. I didn't know how that worked, so that's why I asked.
That's okay for a backcountry road, but not for
Yeah.
the borough.
Okay,
Not for a borough.
okay. Well, that's why I asked, because I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'll stick to my tar and feathering. Anything else, Marcus? Bruno? Nancy? Anthony? Roger, Brenda?
Nothing else.
Okay. All right, that takes us to public comment period number 2. Please step to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and try to limit your comments to 3 minutes. Mr. Barry?
I'm Barry, 711 North Brain Street. Address the pickleball first. Let's shoot that over to the school board
Is that on?
and do what they do in Florida, utilize the tennis courts.
Public sounds doing
Yeah.
My experience with that was, I don't care for pickleball. Yeah, last week, early, there was still water in the hole. I put water in my pond every day. Somebody just happened to break a jar in front of the cardboard dispense area. Public Works. Break the jar, clean it up.
Really?
Somebody's gonna ruin their tires. It's If a 12-year-old gets a ticket, so be it. You need parents to tell them, don't ride.
Well,
your bike."
I agree, but
I may do positive stops with my truck. Where I'm able to do the intersection, make sure it's clear when I slow down to go through it.
It wasn't you.
I know, I'm just saying.
And it was not a Hollywood stop.
I didn't-
California
I
stop.
usually
It was,
close to the stop sign at the house, but I looked first.
oh, this guy did not look.
But yeah, I've seen adults on e-bikes going 20 miles an hour or so on the sidewalk. It's polite not to ride on the sidewalk if you're an adult, and also ride with the traffic for crying out loud. You don't want to walk against the traffic for your own sake.
yeah, and people don't, I don't know that that's taught anymore, because I don't see, people are always walking with traffic rather than against it, and
I think that's all I had.
Thank you. Anybody else for public comment? Anybody? Okay, all right, closing public comment period number 2. Borough Council will conduct its next public meetings on Tuesday, August 26th, 2025, and Tuesday, September 9th, 2025, beginning at 7 PM. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? William, do you have any questions?